Hi, I'm Jill. I'm a dollhouse miniaturist of 30 years, and I started this channel to show people how I meet miniature dollhouse challenges. So let's go and see what I'm up to today. So the challenge today in the studio, in the garage, was all about lighting. And you would have been greatly amused if you could hear, if you were a fly on the wall, and you could have heard my husband, Teco, electrician and chief cook and bottle washer, talking about how we're going to wire up this Tudor house. Because he's got the experience and I've got the ideas. So this meant we had to keep running backwards and forwards between the kitchen and here, testing all these ideas out. And so he's got this little breadboard which we've discussed before. And you can put as many lights on that you're going to have, say, on a series coming across the house. And then you can test it to see if it's going to be all right for the battery. And as you can see, they all work. Now this is because it's wired in series and each of those lights gets the same amount of power. And in practical terms, a series is when you're taking a wire off the main parallel wire and you're bringing it across. You're taking it into a light which is going to be underneath in the kitchen, and that wire is going to go down this groove and it's going to come out a little groove there, and it's going to end up on a candle with an LED in it, and that's going to be glued inside the wall so that all the wiring is hidden and it coincides with this hole. So once I have my LED wires, the red one going to the long arm of the LED and the black one coming out of the short one and coming back up the hole and along, and then it goes same thing into the chandelier. Your positive wire goes to your long leg on the chandelier, and then the negative wire comes back up from the short one and it comes along to the end and it wires up with the parallel wire that goes right around the house. So you have a series of lights, and it's done like that so that you can work it from one power source basically, and we will be using the mains, and we'll be using a regulator to stop it from burning out. So this was what today was all about, working out the practicalities of how to do the wiring. And it's an LED system, which is different from your 12-volt dollhouse wiring that we're all used to in the past. This is new. And so apart from that, the other focus today is in my studio itself. So we're just going to take a pause and we're going to go to the studio, and I can tell you what's going to happen there. So here in the studio, what I'm going to be doing, we've got Christmas coming up, right? About 14 days, I think it is. And I've just got to yell at the dog. Excuse me. Steffi, no. She has a way of finding things to eat. No. Anyway, we'll let her go on her own little way. So I've got 14 days till Christmas. And what I usually do in the studio for Christmas is I tart up all my houses and Christmas stuff. And I have all the lights going on them, and then we invite the grandchildren along on Christmas Eve, and we turn off the lights and they can see all the lights in the houses all at once, all the Christmas lights. And so it's quite a treat. So I'm aiming to do that this year as well. I've got a few more houses to do. So I shall be making a start on Christmasing each of my houses, and I'll take you along as I do them, and then at the end we'll have a big reveal on Christmas Eve, and so it should look pretty good, I hope. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building all my display of my new houses on this table, and my hedgehog home will be featuring there as well, and I think it'll start to look really good, and you'll get to know a little bit more about my studio. So tomorrow's another day. I've got power, I've got Christmas. Two pretty potent things to think about. So I shall see you then.